reviewing the week on leading in isolation. And happy Sunday. I hope you're having a restful weekend. And I thank you for spending a little bit of time with me potentially, or you might be watching this and catching up next week. But if you are watching this on the weekend, then as I often get told myself, I hope you do have an intention to really minimize the amount of time that you spend on your device and on the web today, and you're going to invest in yourself and in time away from work and with the family. But just in review, if you did want to go back maybe on Monday morning, and look at any of the clips that I've put up, that you can find either here in the Time with Tim playlist on YouTube, or by going back through my LinkedIn feed or the 4i Facebook page. What have we covered? We've been talking about leading in isolation. I worked completely in isolation the whole of last week, and leading the virtual organization that 4i is, this is something that we're accustomed to, but appreciating that these are some extraordinary times, that we're leading through right now. So just a specific reflection on what we've been doing and what's been working. So on Monday, I really talked about, I think at times like these, it's particularly important to focus on the 3 Ps: your principles, your values, your purpose, why you are doing what you're doing, and perseverance, and what you can do to sustain yourself and support others, and that just keeping going right now is often as much as we can ask for. We moved there to this notion where I was really challenging the whole adage of being a fearless leader. And that in my view, I think being a fearless leader right now is not actually particularly helpful. I think it's enough to say that, everyone's afraid. There is a degree of anxiety and worry that is sensible and helpful, but we need to get through the fear, accepting that it's real, and then using the fear to transition into courage, and that courageous leadership. That's really what we need, not fearlessness, not denial, not complacency. We need informed decisions based on, I am afraid, I am gathering data, and I am making making decisions with conviction. I then talked about really sort of opportunities in isolation, and what I've seen through, sort of the interactions I've had with the leaders that I work with. There's actually some opportunities out there, time to be creative, time to make breakthroughs, time to invest in yourself, and even opportunities, to shift and pivot and maybe move into a new area, sort of business or work, that you maybe just hadn't prioritized before. Beyond that, I talked about, personal insight around routines and what I've found has been most beneficial and productive to working at home with 2 young kids. Then at the end of the week on Friday, I talked about really sharing something that's been really sort of significant to me in helping to improve my sleep so that I can be well, to lead well, which is focusing on dreams and positivity at the end of the day rather than fear. And really a suggestion to just dial down the information towards the back end of the day, especially that last vital hour before you go to sleep, and give yourself permission to essentially have some happy thoughts, right? Think about some good stuff that you can do and you can focus on moving forward, and you will sleep so much better, or I have certainly experienced much better sleep as a result of that. Give it a go. Yesterday, we looked at the 60-second stillness practice, that this too shall pass. Here's an example from the floods. We had fires here, we had floods here. Now we've got the virus and the flu. Well, let's look at the analogy of the flood. It's violent, it's confronting, it seems immovable as rapidly as it is moving. But knowing that it will pass, it will diminish, the flow will recede, and a degree of normality will inevitably return. And I thought that would be a useful analogy for this virus pandemic and what we're going through right now. So I hope that you spent some time with that and you found it helpful. I'm going to continue these daily broadcasts, these Time with Tim episodes. And moving forward this next week, I'm going to return to the schedule that I've been holding on YouTube, building a series to help people define their leadership philosophy. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen here, please stick with it. Please stick with me and come back again. And if you would like to benefit from, sort of the full construct of defining a leadership philosophy, then potentially go back in the YouTube feed in the Time with Tim playlist and have a look at some of those earlier weeks, or give me a call and I'll talk you through it. Thank you. Be well, lead well, and let's go build a better world. I'd like to talk to you soon.